But the issue is that, a big question though, that there's always a problem within the PDP in Ogun State. Why is there a notorious nature of the structure or the running of affairs in Ogun State?
You see, I take exception to the notorious in the context that if you are aware of your rights, people are want to think you are difficult. If you don't know your left from right, people tend to think you are amenable. Everybody likes amenable people. Even current travels through the area of least resistance. Take, for instance, in Ogun State. If in 2011, we had a government, PDP government, that was concluding 8-year tenure, and circumstantially, without apportioning blame, the then governor found it inconvenient for him to resolve with his party and left for PPN. Left for PPN, left for Labour, came back in 2015 and wanted a vacuum so that he can continue as if nothing happened. There's going to be a commotion.
Because the major issue now is that after the Supreme Court judgment, a lot of people will think that when it's not only Ogun State, Kwara State was part, Lagos State was part of those states where the party has said it will set up a caretaker, an intermediary committee to steer the affairs of the party. Why is Ogun State case different?
Fantastic. Ogun State is different by benevolence of God to grow our democracy because right things had been done that could prevent the illegality of the dissolution. In all the other instances, it was not as if they were correct. Because the process that led to the creation of the caretaker committee was sacrosanct. There was a NEC meeting. In the NEC meeting, it was agreed that there should be guidelines for congresses into wards, local government, states, and national. Now we have done the wards, local government, states. There had been another NEC meeting where all those ESCOs had been ratified. Then we went for the National Convention, there was commotion. To now come around, because some people didn't support you when you are circumstantially put at the ends of affairs of a party and be dissolving them so that your friends can now take over the party, it's not legal.
For peace sake.
Unfortunately, with due respect, my brother, a lot of these ESCOs had not got experiences of court confirmation of their ESCOs, which is the unique part of the Ogun State. Because we have had issues of the former governor in league with certain people who had contested and currently serving in the Federal House on the platform of that ESCO that was seeking re-election. We had reason to have gone to court to validate that ESCO, which is the saving grace for Ogun State. The other states that are unfortunate are just unfortunate because they did not have that kind of judgment. But with this judgment, it becomes so ridiculous for a party that had been in government for 16 years, that had been notorious for impunity, that Nigerians had been dissatisfied because we shouldn't take whatever economic adversity the country is in now. It's not a license for public misadministration of those past that our people didn't like. We're supposed to have come with a new PDP that is law-abiding.
Mr. Seriki, let me quickly put this to you. Senator Buruje Kashamu has been referred to the Disciplinary Committee. And with the way things are, and the manner in which things are going right now, it does face a suspension of some level of the disciplinary measures of some level if it does not back down and his group. And also even the die of faction.
It's not the issue of group. Let me talk to you as a Nigerian. We have a stake in this country, and this is the only country we can call our own. If we allow court orders and court judgments to become tissue paper, we are finished in this country. And we are living witnesses to the adversity that we have been faced with maladministration, breakdown of law and order, and all those sort of things. As we speak, there is a subsisting court order that prevents this caretaker committee from referring Senator Kashamu, including yours truly that is talking to you, to any disciplinary commission. We are entitled to the reliefs of court.
But do you believe in the supremacy of the party for resolution of peace?
Let me tell you one thing. When you are small, you tend to take contracts as a big deal. Even in my private business, I seldomly do businesses now without agreement. It's just a ritual because that's the tidy thing to do. People that talk, you see, unfortunately, people that have no background of even elementary management of enterprise are aspiring to a high office in Nigeria. There's nothing big about going to court. If we have an engagement to clear doubts, like some of my friends will say, we'll put it on paper.
All right.
If there's certain things wrong, the courts are there.
Let me quickly ask you this before we anchor on this segment. What is the way out from your own perspective? Now, the case looks like there is a stalemate.
There's no stalemate. If you say there's a stalemate, you are rubbishing Nigerian sovereignty, you are rubbishing our judiciary, you are telling us that judgments in Nigeria is worthless, you are telling us that orders of court of Nigeria is meaningless.
In your own party perspective,
that's unfair.
They do believe that if there are cases that get outside of the party, that you should submit to the supremacy of the party. Yes. That's what your party says.
So let me tell you something. I am a founding member of this party. I have been a living witness to the arbitrariness of the past, and we pray to God it is going to stop. There used to be a time when as elementary thing as holding primaries are being manipulated, and the party kept on feeling that there's a Supreme Court judgment that they must submit names. You look at the disgraceful Amishi judgment. Look at this issue of 36 governors sitting together, not being able to calculate what is the majority of 36 eminent people.
No, we need to go now.
Continue this madness.
All right, Prince Segun, Seriki, you've not told us what is the way out, just in just a statement.
The way out is for us to tell them, to show to Nigerians that we are indeed dissatisfied with the shortcomings of our government in the past, and we will emphasize the good attributes of our government and indicate our readiness to obey court order and follow due process in governance.
Prince Segun Seriki, chieftain of the People's Democratic Party from Ogun State. Thank you so much for joining us on the program tonight.